Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel, and today's video it's actually a very complicated video. It's one of the first ones that are this complicated. So basically the idea is when you fall in love with them, but you're dating Sero and they're dating a girl called Mira. I'm not exactly going to spoil what happens, but yeah, it's a very good video and it's a very good story, so let's get into it. It had been a year since you started dating Sero, and by extension, a year since you were introduced to his closest friends, Bakugo and Kirishima. They were inseparable, always together, and always laughing, always pushing each other to be better, and always with Mira on their side. He remembered the first time he saw them all together. Sarah had taken you to a UA Sports Festival viewing party at Kirishima's dorm. The room was packed, but your eyes were drawn to the vibrant energy of the two heroes in training, and the beautiful girl nestled between them on the beanbag chair. Mira, with her easy laugh and bright eyes, seemed to perfectly complement Bakugo's personality and Kirishima's positivity. That's Bakugo, the loud one, and Kirishima, the redhead, Sarah had explained, noticing your gaze. And that's Mira, their girlfriend. Their girlfriend. The words had settled into your stomach like a lead weight. Even then, you tried to ignore the subtle shift you felt, the way your attention lingered on them a little too long when they weren't looking. The pain that you felt in your chest when you saw their hands brush or caught a shared glance. You were with Sarah, and Sarah was kind and funny, and everything that you thought you wanted. The four of you started spending a lot of time together. Double dates with Sarah, Mira, Bako, and Kirishima became a regular occurrence. You'd go to arcade nights, group study sessions, and even just hang out at their dorms. You watched as Bakugo, despite his usual scowl, would gently tease Mira, a softness in his eyes that you rarely saw directed at anyone else. You'd see Kirishima, ever the gentleman, open doors for her, listen intently to her stories, and offer genuine comfort when she was upset. You found yourself studying them, cataloging their interactions, the way Bakugo would suddenly nudge Mira closer when they were walking, or how Kirishima would always make sure she had the best seat. The quiet understanding in their shared glances, it was as clear as day. They were in love with her, and she was equally in love with them. One afternoon, you were all at the common room, theoretically studying, but mostly just messing around. Baku was grumbling about some hero theory. Kirishima was trying to lighten the mood with a terrible pun, and Mira was laughing, her head thrown back. You caught a glimpse of Bakugo reaching out to tuck a stray strand of hair behind Mira's ear. Your breath hitched. "So, Mayan, what's got you so quiet today?" Sarah asked, nudging your arm. You quickly averted your gaze. "Just thinking about this upcoming assignment." You feigned interest in your textbook. The more time you spent with them, the more those subtle feelings blossomed into something undeniable. It was a slow, agonizing burn, a constant ache in your chest. You found yourself looking forward to their presence, listening for Bakugo's booming voice, for Kirishima's hearty laugh. You found yourself wanting to be the one that they looked at with the same soft affection, the one they protected, the one they adored. You knew it was irrational. You knew it was unfair to Sero, but you couldn't help it. The way Kirishima would always offer to walk you home if Sarah wasn't available, his earnest concern making your heart flutter, or the rare times Baku would actually give you a compliment, usually on your skills, a gruff, "Not bad, I guess," felt like a major victory to you. Each small gesture, each fleeting moment of attention was magnified in your mind, twisting into a fragile hope. One evening, after a long study session, you and Sarah were walking back to your dorm. Bakugo, Kirishima, and Mira had left earlier. "They're really something, aren't they?" Sarah commented, a fond smile on his face. Bakugo's a hothead, but Kirishima really balances him out. And Mira she brings out the best in both of them. You nodded, a lump forming in your throat. They seem really happy together. Yeah, they are. Sero agreed. He paused, and then looked at you, a slight frown creasing his brow. Are you okay, Juan? You've been a little distant lately. He forced a smile. I'm just tired. Exams are really getting to me. You started to subtly compare yourself to Mira, her effortless charm, her kindness, her ability to make both Bakugo and Kirishima completely melt. You tried to emulate her in small ways, to, somehow, make them see you in a different light, hoping to catch their attention. It was hopeless, of course. They saw you as Sarah's girlfriend, as Mira's friend, as part of their larger group, never as a potential. The most painful moments to you, when you saw them interact with Mira, the way Kirishima would wrap an arm around her, pulling her close for comfort, the way Bakugo would let her lean against him. You'd watch, your heart a hollow echo, as they exchanged private jokes and knowing glances. It was a world you were privy to, but could never truly enter. The realization hit you hard one quiet evening. You were scrolling through your phone, looking at pictures from a recent group outing. There was one of Bakugo and Kirishima flanking Mira, all three of them beaming. Bakugo had a possessive arm around Mira's waist, and Kirishima was leaning in, whispering something that made her laugh. You zoomed in, searching their faces for any hint of a crack in their perfect trio. There was none. A wave of despair washed over you. It was unrequited, and it would always be just like that. They didn't see you that way. They never would. You were just Sarah's girlfriend, the friendly addition to their already complete world. You put your phone down, staring blankly at the wall. The ache in your chest intensified, a reminder of what you craved and what you could never have. The love you held for Baku and Kirishima was a secret, a burden that you carried alone. And as long as Mira was in their lives, as long as you were with Sero, it would remain exactly that, a secret, a quiet, one-sided devotion. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and tell me if you almost hate wine as much as I do in this scenario. Bye bye!